Okay, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Play action, C.J. Carr. Buys a little extra time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Off play action. pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They booted away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Williams. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll put it in play from the 27. 1st down. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. The give is to Williams. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Taylor wants to throw. Buying some time. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Gilbert. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Caught by Williams on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Throwing, Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught by Williams. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Williams. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Here's a little room there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And on third and short right there, man, there was no bones about it. Like, you could tell this offense was going to run the football, try to be physical. They do, and they get their running back downhill, and he makes the play. Now sets him up in first and goal. And up here, guys, I would expect more of the same. Try to dominate the line of scrimmage, be physical, and run that ball in for 6.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Wide receiver going in motion. Carr on play action. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Makes a pass to Marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The short hands, it's West. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Nice.
Appreciate that, Holly. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Mobley. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here's a heat, and it's a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Split backs here. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find... make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. Maybe a crease. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They want to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Coming out with it, it's Porter. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Play action, Carr. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked off his feet.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally, in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap counting.
Could be an alley. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Play fake, Carr. Hit as he throws. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Carr. With the catch, it's Graham.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. and that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
From the gun on third down, Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Carr. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move and looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Well, he's trying to go right down the middle of the field against man coverage, but the safety does a great job reading his eyes. He sees the intended target out of the corner of his eye, beelines over to the football and picks it off.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. The give on the option. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. With the draw, it's Mobley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Now rolling to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Run in the red zone, it's Mobley. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Motion from the wideout. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They took it 71 yards. In the field, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fluff Bothwell again. And they're able to get him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown Bulldogs! A pick 6!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score... Huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up deep.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Offense in a bunch formation. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the... catch. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of 1st downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They feed him again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And great offenses, man. They maximize who they have, and they use them to the best of their ability. You got a running back that can be a big playmaker like this. You can throw it short and watch him do the rest, but it's really about isolating him, getting him open, getting him on a linebacker. Now he can run away from it and win that advantage.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Carr. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it. And make some extra yards after the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Mobley. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Here's Carr to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down, Carr throws to the wideout. Got it! He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Play action. He's got the tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Running the red zone, it's Mobley. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action, Carr. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in with one hand. 2-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the lead here in overtime. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Taylor wants to throw. Now adjusting. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result, was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. The go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he's got some space. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And they tacked on the extra point. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fires to the wideout. If he houses this, it's ball game. Looking for more room. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Touchdowns are at such a premium, David, when you get it first in overtime.
And that just makes it so easy on your defense and hard on the other offense because they have to score a touchdown, Jesse. So big opportunity for this offense.
And, David, in this juncture of the game, I think your best players just have to touch the football. Receivers, running backs, tight ends. Who is the best with the ball in their hands? Those are the guys that need to get looks.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Play fake. Carr. Pressure coming. Being chased. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the red zone, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking for room, it's Young. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And here we go, a field goal try to win it. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.